Now that our homepage is set up with real product data in a working add to cart form, we're just going to go ahead and start marking it up as per our designs so we can start implementing those. So we're going to go back. Let's just look at our designs. We see that we've got the big title, we have the information, the description, that kind of thing. So why don't we just start adding some markup to make this work? So I'm going to start with putting the product title in an H1 tag. And coming down, probably move the description below the images, since those show up to the left of our main information. Since we know that the images are going to break out of our layout off to the side, we can wrap them in a div called product images. Just go ahead and put our entire for loop in there. You know, maybe if we're going to be changing these, it might be good to have this wrapped in a div as well, so that way our JavaScript can have something to stick to rather than just an image tag. So we're going to make a div called single product image. And then with our description, we can see that there is some type of headline here, like information or something above the description we've entered. So we'll go ahead and make a new section called product info. Bring everything underneath that inside of it. And we can see our description has this little information headline, these other bits of copy that we marked in our technical blueprint as copy that we will tackle a different way, since this is the only thing we're pulling from the actual product. So we'll just go ahead and make those placeholders for now. Why don't we put an H2, and we can type the hassle-free fitness tracking. Once again, not worrying too much about these because we'll come back and fix them up in a little bit. We'll make an H3, and that'll say information. So the whole point of this is we're just trying to paint this in a rough manner first and just get a little more polished with each pass. We're going to make quite a few passes at this. Now in our layout here, we see that this is kind of in this grid setup. If we show the guides in Sketch, this is actually all on a multi-column grid as well as a baseline grid. So that means that all of the line heights are aligned, and so that way you won't have text sitting on different things. But we see that we have kind of 4 different grid modules here. We've got this one for the description, this little list, and then this selector that dips a little bit lower. So those should probably be reflected in our markup as well. So we'll go ahead and wrap this in a div with a class of headline. And then probably wrap the description in a div with a class of description. And then we need some area for these little details list that we'll add in. So make a new div called details. And from there, I guess we could just go ahead and start making the list. So we'll make an unordered list with a list item and another list item. And we can type in list item 1 and list item 2. That way we know to change those. And then finally, we'll come down to our form, and we're going to wrap that in a div as well. And we'll call that form wrapper. Can copy this and paste it inside. Give that a save. And we've got, some of the content in. It's starting to look a little bit closer. Obviously, we have a ways to go, but like I said, we're going to be painting this bit by bit, and it'll get better with each pass.